expire next May.
It looks like it's about 3.1 billion. It went up a little bit for last, so the 2.7 is.
Well, it's back to school season. KHOU 11 wants to hear from you.
That's right. Our annual back to school survey is live for you right now, and we're asking you questions like, how much pressure is your child under during testing season? And do you feel financially prepared for the upcoming school year? The survey is quick, and your voice helps to guide our coverage. So we do want to hear from you. Share your thoughts by
Our new morning anchor, Alona Carson, will join us to introduce herself. We're so excited for y'all to meet. That's coming up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, but before that, cutting your connection time in half at the airport. Straight ahead, the new move from American Airlines that could soon expand.
Morning weather and traffic sponsored by CenterPoint Energy.
5:43 on your Friday. Welcome back as we bring you back with this live look over downtown Houston. All right, that brings us to more of today's top stories.
The state of Texas has just reported its first heat-related death of the year in Dallas County. According to the Department of Health and Human Services, a man in his 60s with an unknown litigate. The airline also plans to expand the program very soon.
Okay.
Side note.
You know what? I on some positive side. We had triple digits earlier this week.
Yes,
We get some rain, cool air.
we get some rain, cool air. That's right, and it's going to bring our temperature back into the 90s. We may also have, though, a few heavy dumps. Well, I looked all across the city this morning, so overall, again, we haven't seen a whole lot of rain. It looks like Seawalls Boulevard. It looks like we have some slick spots. So Galveston, good morning. You'll see some of those heavier downpours earlier. Live look over the Med Center. It's still a good mix of kind of partly cloudy skies this morning. And that may be the case even for 8, 9, 10 o'clock. And then that's when I think some of these downpours will really start to fire up.
Oh, well, Cheetah, I see your repeat button over there. Just pushing it. All right.
Howling pines, massive oak trees. But what about a tree that fits on your tabletop?
Beautiful. The art of bonsai is experiencing a boom. Who knew it? And growing in popularity. Bradley Blackburn explores why.
Sam's Club versus Costco. Who hasn't considered the battle? We are settling the debate between the two warehouse retailers. In a way, which one is the better deal? We'll talk about it now. Place. How a tall bill led to one woman realizing her place was stolen.
Weather impact alert today from 11 to 5 o'clock. That's when we can even see a lot of spots. A battle of the warehouse giants. From samples to savings, to break down who really gives you more membership.
And the newest member of the KHOU 11 family is here. A warm welcome for Alona Carson just ahead.
Live from KHOU 11. Your news starts now.
Hey, good morning, Houston. Can I just say, we know Alona is such a great journalist, but she is so pretty. You are pretty. She's right over there. All right, you're going to meet her in just a second. But for now, we do have some great stories coming up. We've got a lot of hard news to talk about, but also finally a good update on the story we've been following with residents in Missouri City at one particular apartment complex and the elevator situation. So, good news.
We've been on top of that one for weeks. And you know who's been on top of the weather for years?
Yes.
Oh, you see that transition?
I like that.
I got some mad at you.
I picked up what you put down. We have a big change in our forecast. So starting today, rain is back in the forecast. If you're rushing out the door, grab the umbrella. Lightning about how that little girl actually got into the pool. The skull was found inside a cooler. Now police have confirmed it is that of a missing woman from Houston. 36-year-old Dion Williams was reported missing nearly a year ago. Right now, a cause of death has not been released, but investigators say they want to hear from anyone who was in contact with her between April and August of last year. And new this morning, a man from East Texas is seeking another stay of execution. Robert Robertson was convicted in the murder of his 2-year-old daughter back in 2003. She was diagnosed with shaken baby syndrome, which is something that his attorneys say has been proven to be incorrect. Now, just last week, a judge reset his execution date for October 16th after a bipartisan group of lawmakers intervened last year. Robertson's team says the court has not responded to their latest request for a delay.
Back to look here where there was a plate and it was a completely different number. And I said to her, I have two different license plates on my van.
And this is the first time you're realizing
Yes,
that your plate's gone.
yes.
We knew it would happen. We just hope it happens less often, that it's harder to do. Police say there are things that you can do to protect your license plate, like we've talked about this before, replacing regular screws with tamper-proof screws. Also, you can park in well-lit areas and install security cameras.
All right, 6:08 now, and we have some good news to report this morning on a story we've been following for months now. We have just learned that a senior living complex in Missouri City has working elevators, two of them to be exact. KHOU 11 has been working to get solutions for these residents, and one of the elevators at Jubilee started working again last month. Then yesterday, that second elevator has officially been fixed. Before residents contacted KHOU 11, they say they were forced to take the stairs, while others who couldn't were just left stranded in their upper floors. Now, along with the elevators, residents also tell us that crews are doing renovations to the building as well.
And well done to Matt Doherty, who's been on it. All right, the first day of school right around the corner, and KHOU 11 wants to hear from you. We do this every year. Our annual back-to-school survey is live, and we're asking questions like, how safe do you feel your child's school really is? Are you financially ready for the new school year? Do you support the cell phone ban? And all this is anonymous, but you do think for your students? Again, that is Monday on KHOU 11 Morning News.
Exciting time for students, we hope.
And parents.
Yes, and parents who have to foot the bill.
That's
But
right.
yes, but there are cheaper alternatives, so we've been talking about that. And you can find those on our website as well, KHOU.com. For now, your time is 6:09, and still to come to you this morning, remembering a legend, the legacy that Hulk Hogan leaves behind.
Cartoon controversy. Why the White House is responding to an episode of South Park.
And a significant discovery, what experts are now saying about this little thread snake.
Oh.
This news segment is sponsored by Fred Haas Toyota World.
Welcome back, everybody. Your time now is 6:13, and that brings us to a few stories making headlines this morning.
Well, right now, tributes continue for one of professional wrestling's biggest stars. You will recognize Hulk Hogan, who passed away Thursday in Florida. Officials say first responders were sent to his home after a report of a person in cardiac arrest. His larger-than-life personality made him a household name and steered his career into mainstream success in TV and movies. Hogan was just days away, I think, from his 72nd birthday.
So many people out there saying right now, he was part of my childhood. Well, a major heads up for those who are headed back to college this fall. Roughly 634,000 mini fridges from the brand Frigidaire are being recalled. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says there's an electrical problem that poses a fire hazard. The fridges were sold nationwide from 2020 to 2023 at Walmart stores and also on their online website and also on Amazon.
Okay, take a look at the world's smallest snake. Just rediscovered. This is the Barbados thread snake, lost to scientists and anyone for 20 years nearly, meaning it had not had a verified sighting or documented by anybody. They only grow about 3 or 4 inches long, and they're back.
Wow. Are they venomous?
Do they bite? Do they? Hold on, I've got
Are they
questions.
venomous?
Work chat, you can see.
If you were scared of snakes, like this is more adorable than it does look
It
dangerous.
does look cute, huh?
We need to find out if it's venomous.
She's not ready to say it's cute yet.
Listen, yeah, there's frogs in the rainforest where if they look at you, you're dead in 10 seconds. And the dirt, the poison frog. Listen, I need more information here, but glad they're back. Glad they're back. They've been discovered.
Stay tuned because we're going to find out if they're poisonous or not.
Look at this.
Be scared of this.
I mean, really, that just look like a little worm out
Hey, we just got a producer right here saying, no.
We're good to go.
We're all set, and they're back.
Now they can be cute again. Now they can be real cute.
And now we can talk about the forecast.
Look at we have big changes today. Okay, first thing this morning, you grab that umbrella.
All right, 6:23. Take a look at just the same as yesterday. Grass on your mold spores at low levels, so that's actually good news. I am tracking rain for the forecast today and tomorrow. I'll have your hour-by-hour planner coming up at 6:30. See you then.
All right, Gina, thank you. Joining a warehouse club keeps getting pricier, leaving some shoppers wondering if they're still worth it, and if it is, which one is better?
Consumer reporter John Matarese looks into the biggest differences between Sam's Club and Costco, so you don't waste your money. We're a house divided here. Everybody in the studio. We heard Sam's Club, we heard Costco.
We've got both.
See, I just can't go into any of them because I will walk out with an inflatable water slide that I definitely needed.
We did walk out with an inflatable water slide. We have one in our back right now. Time now it's 5:45.
As we go to break, we leave you with a grizzly bear trying to beat the heat at the Milwaukee County Zoo. Oh, he does look peaceful. Just don't pet him.
This morning Moments of Zen on KHOU 11 is sponsored by Texas Mattress Makers.
Good morning. I hope you slept well last night. If not, come and see me. I'll fix it.
Get back!
Live from KHOU 11, your news starts now.
Now at 6:30, a battle over political lines in Texas. How redistricting could reshape Houston's voice in Congress.
Strange aquatic life washing ashore in Galveston. What you need to know before heading to the island.
Whoa. And the newest member of the KHOU 11 family is here. Good morning, Alona. We're going to talk to her and welcome her just ahead. Good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us. Big day. Hey, we're also going to see Dash.
Yes, Alona Dash, my Dash, who we always talk about. He's this tall and up there. Yes. And by the way, speaking of the aquatic life in Galveston, we went this weekend. I took pictures of those. Yes, and then went into ChatGPT, but I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, they are everywhere, Cheetah Craft. So we're talking about beaches and also rain.
Okay, we have big changes yesterday
To possibly redraw some congressional maps.
So if that happens, the new maps could have a major impact on next year's midterms. So Gochi Lopez joining us now live in the newsroom with what they're looking at to draw the maps in the first place. And Gochi, can you show us where the districts that could be redrawn are right here in Houston?
Yeah, Jacob and Steph, I can do that. If you take a look at this map right over here, you'll see the districts in the 9th district right here in the Houston area, 18th district right here, and 29th district are all the districts up for remapping essentially in our area. Then we want to take a look at this map, which shows our neighbors up in North Texas here in Dallas. The 33rd district is where, take a look right here, that's also up for remapping. Now it's important to note all of those districts, that's a total of 4 right now, are majority Latino and Black communities. That was one thing that we noticed, and they think right now that they're singled out. So that is something we're looking at this hour. Now this is video of Democrats and activist groups rallying outside the state capitol Thursday, calling this a tactic to try and boost the number of Republican seats in Congress to help President Trump. Yesterday was the first committee hearing on this issue. When Governor Greg Abbott called this special session, he said the current congressional maps needed to be changed because the U.S. Department of Justice says the 4 districts up for remapping in Texas are illegal because of racial gerrymandering. Now, racial gerrymandering is the practice of drawing electoral district boundaries to favor or disfavor a particular racial group. Now, Congresswoman Lizzie Fletcher and Congresswoman Christina Morales spoke out about the redistricting yesterday.
It's starting in Texas, but it's not going to end in Texas. And it's important for people in Texas to take a stand and fight back and say no. Like Congresswoman Lizzie Fletcher said, where are these maps? We have no idea what they look like. I'm going to be voting on these maps. How much time am I going to have to review these maps?
Yeah, and redistricting is usually done every 10 years. After a census, we know that the last time Texas redrew the lines in a decade was in 2003. So we'll be following this and how it all plays out, of course, on KHOU 11 Plus, KHOU.com, and on TV. Live in the newsroom, we go to Iloka, KHOU 11 News.
Yeah, Gochi, thanks for that breakdown. Very good work there. And on that note, this morning we are also looking into a tense moment from the hearing on redistricting.
Yeah, Isaiah Martin, a candidate for the 18th Congressional District, was removed from the hearing after he allegedly went over his time. And in fact, at one point, he was taken to the ground. Watch.
But so far, no arrests have been made.
Also this morning, Houston Mayor John Whitmire expressed his support for that proposal to ban motorized scooters in parts of Houston. The scooter-free zone will be created downtown and in part of Midtown and Edom. Some people say the scooters are a growing safety risk. Others argue for more regulation instead of an outright ban.
Our experience extends beyond a simple nuisance or inconvenience. There is no regard to rules, regulations, and often an intent to create chaos and cause harm.
Instead of a blanket punishment, the city should be partnering with a proven responsible vendor. No one wanted to mention one earlier. Lime is one, there's others. They can do geofencing, speed caps, sidewalk detection, curfews.
A representation of both sides of that issue here. In a statement, the mayor added the quality of life meeting, as they call it, is part of the process, and he says he welcomes all public feedback.
6:39 now, and the first day of school, can you believe this, is already right around the corner, and KHOU 11 wants to hear from you. Our annual back-to-school survey is live for you right now, and we're asking questions like, how much pressure is your child under during testing season, and do you feel financially prepared for the upcoming school year? The survey is quick, and your voice helps guide our coverage. We encourage you to share your thoughts by scanning the QR code right there on your screen, or you can also text the word school to 713-526-1111, and then we will send you a link to that survey.
On your Friday, that brings us to a few stories making headlines this morning.
Today, the Department of Justice says it will continue to have more interviews with Ghislaine Maxwell. She was convicted of sex trafficking and is also the former partner of Jeffrey Epstein. Maxwell has already met with Todd Blanche, who is the second highest ranking official at the DOJ in Florida. Right now, Maxwell is also in Florida, where she is currently serving 20 years in federal prison. Her attorney says that she answered every single question from Blanche. The DOJ says they will share more information about those interviews soon.
South Park, the animated TV show not for kids, made its 27th season premiere this week with a blistering criticism of President Donald Trump. In fact, the show included a scene with the president lying in bed with Satan. The White House isn't happy with the episode. A spokesperson issued a statement saying that South Park hasn't been relevant for more than 20 years, and the, quote, fourth-rate show is hanging on by a thread.
Well, if you are planning a weekend trip to the beach, we're talking Galveston, look out. Several people have reported seeing these blue button-like creatures walking ashore. According to Texas Parks and Wildlife, these small blue jellyfish-like animals float on the surface of the ocean and frequently wash up with the wind. Experts say they aren't really dangerous, but they can cause skin irritation if touched. Let me tell you, we were talking about this last hour. We went to Galveston over the weekend. They are everywhere. I was taking pictures. I was investigating.
They
I
look
checked
really
GPT.
interesting and beautiful. I mean, you think, yeah, not touched, because